Hello, I'm Chris Casey.
And I'm Kristen Lagana. Welcome to Arundel County Week in Review. In this week's episode, we have local band Chasing Verity rocking the studio, and we go aboard the French ship Arundel. But first, making headlines this week. The county budget is finally finished, and we have a lot to catch up on. The County Council voted 6-1 to approve the budget for the fiscal year starting July 1st, and we have all the highlights. Let's break this up, Chris.
All right.
I'll do the operating budget and you do the capital.
Always
Deal?
get the good stuff.
Okay, here we go. Most of you were probably waiting to hear the outcome of the tax debate. Just to recap, County Executive Steve Schuh proposed a 3% cut of the property tax. The council ended up approving a slightly smaller cut in the income tax as well as a reduction in the property tax rate. These changes will save taxpayers about $11 million. In public safety, the budget adds 20 new personnel, including police officers, sheriff's deputies, and assistant state attorneys. The budget also funds a 3% raise for public safety personnel. In education, the budget includes more than $621 million for public schools and funds teachers' raises, an increase of $17 million. For a full detailed list of budget items, go to www.aacounty.org.
Not bad, Kristen. Now it's my turn. So on the capital side of the house, which is all the buildings, roads, and everything to be built, here's some of the highlights. In public safety, the budget funds a new police training academy and a central booking facility. In education, we will complete construction of Severna Park High School, and there is money set aside to start the process at long last of building a new Crofton High School, as well as replacing the old Mill High School complex. The budget also pays for new libraries in Annapolis and Revere Beach, as well as a big increase in road reconstruction and repaving, which we all know is needed, of $10 million each year. Many of these projects will be accelerated because the council approved County Executive Schuh's idea to extend the term of bonds used to pay for these construction projects.
Not too shabby. Lower taxes, a new way to jumpstart construction projects, new libraries, and schools. There's plenty to get excited about in this budget. And speaking of construction projects, we saw the opening of the new Eastern District Police Station in Pasadena this week. The $9 million project is long awaited and replaces cramped and substandard conditions at the old location. Here's what the county executive had to say about the project.
We have a first-class police department in this county, and they need a first-class set of facilities to help them effect their mission. This $9 million structure is exactly that. This is a fabulous new headquarters for our Eastern District. It'll be a place that the public will appreciate and criminals will fear. But this new station is just part of a broader effort to enhance public safety in Anne Arundel County. For Anne Arundel County to be the best place to live, work, and start a business in the state of Maryland, we have to be the safest place to live, work, and start a business in the state of Maryland.
Now, the new station is located on Pasadena Road, about a block east of Ritchie Highway, so stop on in and visit. Better to visit on your own time, though, not under other circumstances, right?
Yeah,
Chris?
I was really happy when I saw the holding cells and got to walk out the open door. You know, I can't imagine to be another way around, but it's a nice place. Very nice building, very nice facility, and it's something that was needed for a long time. But let's turn from getting thrown into clink to walking the plank. Did you see the French ship Hermione?
Not Hermione.
Say that again.
Hermione.
Okay. Well, Arundel was in Annapolis this week. Our cameras were there, and it was a really good event. Shout out, by the way, to our new intern, Terrence, who shot the video of the ship for us. Here are some fun facts about the Hermione. First, it has nothing to do with Harry Potter, like I keep saying.
Right.
So, Kristen, I need to calm down with this stuff. But the ship is actually a replica of the French frigate that traveled to America in 1780 to help the colonists defeat the British. The ship carried the Marquis de Lafayette on his second trip here. Lafayette was a close friend of George Washington and considered himself a member of the U.S. Army. The ship is really amazing. It costs, get this, $37 million to build, and it's 216 feet long and 1,260 tons. So it looked like about 1,000 people came to see the Hermione. It's doing a tour of the East Coast that continues today to Baltimore, Philadelphia, and New York, finishing up in Lunenburg, Nova Scotia on July 18th. A lot of hard words to pronounce in there. But what'd you think of the ship?
Which ship, Chris? What's the name of it?
That one.
What's the name?
L'Hermione.
Hermione.
I took Spanish.
Okay, that's your excuse.
Yes, that is my excuse.
Beautiful ship, though. It really is.
Yeah.
And I think it's very exciting, and it's quite lovely that we're honoring our past Navy and our assistants from France from the war. So I think it's a great replica.
It was cool.
It's very, very cool. So we're going to take a quick break, but when we return, we will talk with Chasing Verity, formerly of the High School Battle of the Bands, and about rocking the stage tomorrow at East Porter Rockin'. Take a look at our community calendar for events around town. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
I wish I was in school.
If only I had a math test today. I'll stay after class.
I'll clean the chalkboard.
I wish I was in school.
School ends, but free lunches for your kids don't have to. Find your local food bank at feedingamerica.org/summer meals for help.
Welcome back. We're delighted to have on the program with us this week Chasing Verity, which is a name you've probably heard when we've been talking about Arundel County's High School Battle of the Bands, or if you're a fan of local Annapolis music. Guys, welcome.
Hi, thank you for having us.
Absolutely. And can you please state your name and what you do in the band?
I'm Jolie Sorrow. I'm the singer of Chasing Verity.
And I'm Peter Terrier. I play guitar in Chasing Verity.
And you have a couple members that aren't here, but let's go ahead and give them a shout out as well.
James Bartolotta, our bass player. He's awesome, but he's not here right now.
Anybody else?
That's about it.
All right. Very good. Very good. And basically, you know, we've seen clips of you guys playing before. The Anne Arundel County Battle of the Bands was a great door opener for you guys as well. But you're one of the younger bands that's here in the scene right now. What is the age of the band about for each member?
Well, that's always a surprise. I'm 16, he's 17, and that's just like the average.
I think James is 15 or 16. Not really
Yeah,
sure.
I think he's about to turn 16. We don't know.
I think he's 16. Not really sure.
That's amazing. Because when I was 15 or 16, I could barely play Guitar Hero. So good job, guys.
I'm pretty sure I was like in marching band, and that was about it. Nerd alert.
So Peter, you guys were just on Battle of the Bands, did a great job.
Yeah.
And does that broaden your musical horizons, being able to interact with other bands and see how they do things?
Yeah, of course. It allows us to meet other local bands in high school and that are our age. And usually we're kind of used to playing with older kind of guys. So it's pretty cool when we meet other dudes. And we actually just kind of teamed up with AJ from No Capes, who we really made kind of good buds with. And yeah, basically he's filling in for us right now while we don't have a drummer. And yeah, they were the winners, No Capes.
All right, awesome. Yeah. And if AJ doesn't work out, they said they're going to give me a shot.
Probably not the best idea, but
It's not, but we're going to give it
Let's try it. So you guys are going to play a song for us right now.
Yeah.
What's the title of the song?
Anything But Ordinary. It's a new song.
And what's the song about?
It's about like going with who you are and not falling into the crowd and going against the flow, I guess.
And you're about to become a high school senior, so this is pretty much a part of conversation for you right now, something you're thinking about.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you see people just trying to fit in with everybody else, and it's just kind of like, why are you doing that? So it works better for people, I think, when they decide that they're going to invest time in themselves and become, like, I'll say in the song, you want to be a flower, you don't want to be dirt. Like, that's, I don't know.
Strong message.
I'm ready to hear it. How about you?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, well, let's set them up and we'll let them do their thing. This is Chasing Verity right out of Annapolis.
What is your worth? Are you flowers that you turn? Think about it. What is your significance? Darling, you're magnificent. You were meant to be anything but ordinary. And the world keeps spinning on. keep singing my songs, and I just hope you do the same. Don't get dragged into life's crazy game. Darling, you were meant to be anything but ordinary. Do you really wanna be in a false reality? Think about it. You can go your own way. Say the words you need to say. You were meant to be anything but ordinary. And the world keeps spinning on. And I keep singing my songs, and I just hope you do the same. Don't get dragged into life's crazy game. Darling, you were meant to be anything but ordinary. You don't have to follow. Take a breath and swallow it down. You don't have to follow. Take a breath and swallow it down. Yeah, the world keeps spinning. Doesn't matter what you do, 'cause it's just gonna keep on spinning on and on and on. Yeah, this world keeps spinning on. And I keep singing my songs, and I just hope you do the same. Don't get dragged into life's crazy game. Darling, you were meant to be anything but ordinary.
All right, that was awesome, you guys.
Great
Thank
job.
you so much. Very good. Now, if anybody fell in love out there with Chasing Verity, which you should have after that, where can we catch you guys next? What's your big thing coming up?
Well, actually, we're going to be at East Puerto Rockin this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Love East Puerto Rockin.
Yeah, it's going to be tons of fun. There are 30-plus bands, 4 stages. It's going to be from 11 to 8, and it's $15 advance and $20 at the door.
And people get tickets from
Eastport's band website. I don't remember.
eastpuertorockin.com, I think is what it is.
Yeah,
East Puerto.
yeah.
Okay, very good. And anybody wondering out there, what does Chasing Verity mean? Where did the name come from?
Well, if you do a simple Google search, Verity is a true principle or belief, the definition. And really, it's just something that we're trying to do. We're always looking for our truth, for our true principle. And that changes for a lot of people through time. And I think it's something that can apply to us with music, but also to a lot of people. And when you think about the concept, it's very applicable.
I like it. It's deep. I like it.
Thank you.
I like it. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on the show. I loved that song. I'm going to want to hear another one a little later in the show if you guys are up for it.
Totally down.
All right. Thank you so
And
much.
That was awesome. Chasing Verity, catch them next week this weekend, right?
Yeah.
Catch them this weekend at East Puerto Rockin. And any websites?
Yes,
Facebook?
ChasingVerityBand.com, or you can get us on Facebook, iTunes, Spotify, any of that.
Have to do the Facebook. Have to do the Facebook. It's the easiest ad. Chasing Verity. Do it.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back. Every single weekend this summer, there are all kinds of runs and walks, but we wanted to show you a little bit of a really special one. Bello Machre provides housing and assistance to people with developmental disabilities. Our producer Dave Abrams caught up with County Executive Schuh and Tracy Lynott at their annual 5K in Arnold last weekend. Dave?
Thanks, Chris and Kristen. We're here at the Bello Machre event, the 5K walk, bike, and run. And I'm here with Steve Schuh, County Executive, and Tracy Lynott,
Development Director for Bello Machre.
Okay. Thank you for being with us today, and thanks for holding this wonderful event. Mr. County Executive, first of all, tell us a little bit about what Bello Machre does.
Well, Bello Machre is one of the leading providers of services to those in our community with developmental disabilities. They focus particularly on housing and helping people with developmental disabilities live in a safe, supported environment where they can thrive and reach their full potential as individuals. This event today is fantastic. This is the 2015 Every Step Counts event. It's a bike, walk, and run event that brings in much needed funds for this worthwhile organization. I'm just so grateful to all those who've participated today.
And Tracy, tell us a little more about the event, how many participants you had today, and also what your goal is for fundraising.
Our goal this year is $150,000. Our generous business corporate sponsors brought in over $82,000 today. It's just incredible, our largest ever. We had about 300 participants, and for our first 5K run, we had about 50 registrants, which is a great start.
And so,
small but mighty.
Yeah, congratulations. I mean, that's a fantastic turnout and some great fundraising. What does the money go toward? What do you use it for?
We use it for all those things that aren't covered by normal means. Things like emergency services. We help people in the community through our respite care. Moms and dads that need a little extra help, we go into their homes. And it's those things that aren't funded from other sources. So these types of events help support that.
And so I'm assuming there are a lot of ways for people to get involved with your organization and help out other than giving money. What should they do? How should they reach you? And what kind of things can they do?
The best way is to go to our website. On the website we talk about services, how to get help, how to volunteer, how to be employed, you can go to our website at www.bellomachre, which is BELLOMACHRE.org, and that has all the information, contact information to get in touch with us.
I've always wanted to ask that question. Where does the name come from?
I was getting ready. It means home of my heart in Gaelic.
Aha! In Gaelic, I need to brush up on my Gaelic. Do you know Gaelic?
Home of my heart. I knew that.
You knew that, okay.
It was a naming contest years ago by the founding parents, and that's what they came up with. And it stuck, and we love our name. It's very unique.
It is very unique, and it's very unique what you do for the community, and we all appreciate everything that you do and all the people that you help to lead functional lives and be able to get past disabilities. So thank you very much for that.
Well, we're honored to have County Executive Schuh here. I mean, he's been a champion for people with developmental disabilities and an advocate for Bello Machre, and we can't thank you enough for coming out and supporting our event. Thank you.
Well, I'm really glad to be here, and Bello Machre is like so many of our nonprofit organizations in Anne Arundel County. They rely on two things. One is volunteers. So if anybody out there has some time on their hands and would like to volunteer with this organization, please go to that website and offer your time and energy. And they rely on contributions, financial contributions to make ends meet. This organization cannot survive and achieve its mission of helping those with developmental disabilities without the funds that are needed to keep the doors open. So if you can spare some money, I ask anybody listening out there to go to the website and make a contribution to this worthwhile organization.
There you go, Chris and Kristen. If you didn't get a chance to participate in the run, bike, and walk, then you can certainly go to the website and help out Bello Machre and the great things they do in the community. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Dave. If you want to find out more about Bello Machre, go to www.bellomachre.org or call 443-702-3000.
So Chasing Verity was great. We'll get to that. But I just wanted to go back to the parade real quick.
Okay.
It was awesome. I was there getting some video, and they had all the reenactors march by, and you heard the drums and the fifes. And I know I'm a nerd, and I like history, but if you close your eyes and you just listen to it all, you felt like you were back there in the 1700s, and, you know.
I like the gentleman that they had interviewing on some of the newscasts when they were there the other day, and he started singing in French.
Yeah?
I thought that was pretty cool.
What was he singing? Do you know?
I have no clue. It's
you
been a
don't know
while since I took
French,
so.
But Chasing Verity, let's get to them now.
Amazing. I
Awesome.
love Chasing Verity.
I can't believe they're only in high school.
Yeah, they're very mature, and they're very kind, sweet people.
And
Jolie's got a voice of a nightingale. She's got a beautiful little songbird voice.
Like Fergie and Jesus put together.
Fergie and Jesus! That's exactly what I was thinking. Yes. And Peter's very talented on the guitar, and the whole band, especially, you got to get out there and see them. The whole band. East Puerto Rican. It's a great show.
They're not the only good band this weekend at East Puerto Rican. There's a lot of good acts out there.
Yeah, some that we've had on Week in Review before. We've had Sweet Lita. We've had Scribe.
Great food, too.
Great food.
You know me and Kristen, it's got to be great food and great music, or else we're not going.
So, yeah, going to be tons of great music, tons of great food. I wanted to talk about something I read in the news today about my old teenage crush, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, God. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay, so did you see Django Unchained?
No. Oh, yeah, I did. That's a very gory movie, right? That's that one, right?
Well, it does have a lot of gore.
Okay, I don't watch
It's a Quentin
movies,
Tarantino movie, so of course.
I'm listening.
There is a scene in the movie where he has cut his hand and he smacks puts it in Kerry Washington's face. I just read today that really happened. He cut himself on a piece of glass. He smushed a glass in the scene while they were filming, and he was really bleeding. And they're thinking that the look of horror she had on her face
was real.
Was legit.
Yeah.
Because the guy was really bleeding. So
and the guy is really crazy. Oh my gosh.
So they're saying, please give Leonardo DiCaprio an Oscar because he really, really wants
an Oscar or a referral to some sort of that's just not normal.
That's great. I think that's great acting. I know Shia LaBeouf has done things like all
right, now we're opening a whole other can of worms.
We can't really get into that.
We can't get there. But hey, East Puerto Rican this weekend.
Yes.
Laramon's going to be at the Inner Harbor.
How do you pronounce it?
Hermione is going to be
Ron Beasley will be
at
there.
the end. Ron Beasley, Harry Potter,
Dumbledore,
and he who shall not be named. But anyway, it's going to be a great weekend. But Chasing Verity is going to kill it. They're going to win an award. I know they don't give awards at East Puerto Rican, but
are you going to go? Are you going to give an award?
I wish I could be here.
It's
I'm not going to be in the state.
Hermione Award for rock and roll.
Yeah. Well, we got to wrap this up.
All right.
That wraps up this week's edition of Week in Review. You can catch this episode and archived episodes online anytime on Facebook, YouTube, or Google Plus by searching Arundel TV. Please tune in again next week for more highlights and news from around the county. And I think we got something else, Kristen.
Yes, take it away, Chasing Verity.
All right.
Oh, thank you. All right, you want to go? Yeah, of course. All right, this song is In the Dark. It's off our EP that we released last year in May, and it's available on iTunes, Spotify, pretty much anything. Just give it a Google.
Dark, you say, hush, don't speak. Trying to dance, I lose my feet. Fingertips curl on the heat of skin. It's love in the dark, and I'm deep in it. You're gone from me, but a thousand songs I'll sing when I find you. Here in the dark we meet and greet. The new girl, she shares a scratching I burn, but she's still on your